Hello, sore lip tubers, and welcome back to. I hope you don't have a sore lip, tubers, but Blueankylo does. To more Symphony of War. It's been a few days since I've played, and I was trying not to do too much in between prep, but I wanted to play some of the game, so I spent some time arenaing and all that, just building up my army more than I probably said I would. So I sort of half apologized, but I like this game, and recording has been a little difficult the last few days with my chomped on lip. I highly recommend you don't bite your lip twice or three times in a row and make it all sore and hard to record Let's Plays. Don't do that. It's bad. Anyway, I spent most of my resources, and it's been a bit. I don't remember exactly all I did, but I know for sure that I did some arenaing, and we already bought, I think, everything last time, and none of the mercenaries looked too amazing, so we didn't buy any of them. But let's do a quick army recap, or at least I'll try to be quick. And if there's anything new, at least you guys have a chance to see what's happened. I'll just try to mention anything that I definitely remember. I actually think I wanted to change. I was considering changing my Zweihanders to champions. It depends on what you're going for. I think the champions have a little bit better armor and more single target DPS, but this is fine. So, like, the Ankylasis squad is almost done. We got one more slot ready. Might be another gunner, might be an archer. One archer seems weird, but it would give us a range 3 attack on the map. But anyway, this is a fine. This is a very, very mixed squad. Like, I also could try to get, like, one champion and one Zweihander, because there is technically a technology that gives us plus weapon strength for every mixed unit. I don't know how effective that is, but plus 3 weapon power for each unit of a different type in the squad. We also have, technically, by having that polearm unit in the middle, this gives us attack and defense versus melee to adjacent units, and that should be applying as well. So that's one of the main reasons I ended up, I probably didn't talk about it, but putting a halberd unit right in the middle does give the other units a bit of a bonus. You could put them, like, right in the middle. And I think you can technically put them, like, just off-centered. So if you put, like, a halberd right in the middle, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that would all get their, adjacency bonus. But it only applies to melee, and you probably don't want, like, your whole unit to be melee. So, that's not amazing. But anyway, that's kind of what this is looking like. Jules, I think I just promoted the last warbow to warbow. We're still just barely able to afford it with capacity, but I do want to put on some different artifacts. The skill is pretty good, but there's what's it called? Oh, I haven't even equipped, like, some of my legendary weapons. Oh, there was a comment at some point that was saying, like, the Fang of Juros would be pretty good on this unit for Jules, because the strength should give them more weapon damage, and we don't use magic here, and that's fair. Most units have at least a healer or a mage, but if you have all... And it would only work for archers. If you have crossbows, strength doesn't matter. Cannons don't care about strength. It'd be Jules' unit, or maybe if you try like a horsebow. That's the kind of thing that might have advantage. I'd also like to put Heartseeker on archers' units. So maybe like Fang of Juros plus Heartseeker and stuff like this. I think Steel Shatter probably works. Some of those are probably really good on these indirect units. Anyway, this is, all archers. I still have been toying with the idea of switching these guys to Samurai, but I think we'll be testing Samurai on a different unit. Sybil, we got the double Fire Mage. I think there's no resources to promote anybody, and she can just barely afford it. But she's got the 9-unit squad just with artifacts, and I'm pretty sure... I can't remember my plan, but we'll promote these guys to something eventually. We just need more resources. Barnabas here is pretty close to another unit. I think if I probably could right now swap some of these out. That's 5 points, plus if I've got any spare, I've got Elegant Blades. I just, like, I want to get my resource reduction cost first, and then we can move it around. I think I want to give him a couple, like, light archers, or horsebow, so he has a ranged attack, as well as just more cavalry focused. I mean, just all the different cavalry, right? Actually, we should do... Linnea's at a little bit of a weakness. If she gets back attacked, everyone piles on her. we could do something like this. And that's a little bit more optimal formation, because these guys are protected a little bit better from blocking and cover from the front row. And if we're back attacked, it'll be a little bit more split between the two Valkyries. So, you know, there's some slight optimizations like that, but I just need to add more units. Stefan's, I think, yeah, we finally got them to Samurai. We'll see how they work. This is maybe the first mission where we get to show this off. This does give us 4 archers at range 2. And theoretically, these guys have pretty good armor and some evasion. So I've got some evasion artifacts. We'll see if this works. In my side campaign that I've been playing a little bit, I'm trying to make like an all-light unit with skirmishers and stuff. It's definitely difficult to make light units that can survive enemy attacks without just good luck on dodges. Diana's, nothing too new here. I think I got the double warbow promotion recently. She needs another unit, but that's just going to take a little while. Abigail's, yeah, she's been flying around causing havoc for a while. That's all good. We could start, one thing that's pretty good use of these proof of merits. I got a few more from the arena, I'm pretty sure. It is pretty nice on dragons, you know. They've got lots of hit points, and extra strength and magic definitely makes them do a lot more damage. So they get good value out of those, because they get the double dip in the strength and magic bonuses. We've got Narima here with double Swordmaster. So this one's pretty powerful now. They're getting a lot of damage with these double attacks. And Narima can do that as well. So that's cool. Again, kind of an evasion-focused squad. I think I want to give her another Samurai. And then maybe either another Swordmaster or an Archer at some point. Probably having... Like, this is a lot of melee. We probably need some not melee. Even maybe like a Sorceress to do... like some stunning magic maybe might be nice to have. You know, I'm trying to make it a light infantry. Like, I know technically light infantry you just need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or count her as 5, and then you could have 4 mages or slow infantry or whatever, and it's fine. But I am trying to keep it closer to all light infantry than the game requires, even if that's not optimal. Anyway, that's things we're doing. Raskuja is similar, obviously. We've gone kind of the ranger way instead, and I'm still trying out some samurais in the front. Whether or not I keep this to the end game is debatable, but we're going to try it out for a couple BAPs. Lysander is up to 3 sentinels, and I think the plan is to promote into more guns once I have iron. The problem is just I ran out, but he gets the shock and awe, so you might as well give him lots of guns. I feel like that's fair. I could give him a couple cannons even, and have a mixed cannon squad. Cannons are really good on offense, and I have like a full cannon squad that I'm working on, but he could easily have cannons, rifles, and sentinels. But, you know, we'll see. I kind of like having him as a defensive unit. Cannons don't even get to fire defensively, so I'm not sure if that's a great idea. Jeremir, my secondary knight heavy cav. Yeah, I mean, this is a different kind of style to not Boromir, Barnabas, but it seems to be okay. Beatrix, I think we've seen before. Basically, her job is to do Beatrix specifically to kill everything, so we'll try to show that off. I don't think I've actually shown it off successfully yet, so all of her artifacts are very specific for a small size squad and really powerful leader. Azros, I think I just added in a couple dragons and got them trained up to silver at least. That way we'll have one of each colored dragon brigade. And I gave them the artifact that lets them level up quicker. So they will be ready to promote. It's just a matter of resources, basically. And then they can fly. That'll be our second flyer. I do think I'll throw in some ground units after we have these guys. I have probably the space right now. Once it's flying, I'll start adding other units to balance it out. Although I do kind of like the idea of the only Dragon King unit. Like, that's nice thematically, but I'll figure out someone to throw into the squad. I just didn't get there yet. Jay Steen, this is our light cav. I only have 1 light cav technically, although you could probably make all of your cavalry light cav pretty easily, especially once the dragoons count as light cav. But yeah, you know, there are skirmisher, ambusher, supposedly anti-cavalry unit. I'm not sure if the black horses are really that strong, but you know, whatever. I think this is pretty strong. Again, I could throw in a couple archer units, horsebows in here to really give them some more options. Or, you know, throw them a couple mages or something, or a dragon. You know, there's lots of ways you could do it, but I'm trying to be thematic. Speaking of thematic, It's technically Soteraz's unit, although he's kind of just in the back row with his golden hat. It was just, I remember switching, I think I did this a while back, but Rosalie with the soldier captain and really good leadership just made a better leader than Soteraz, and we will throw in one more soldier, heavy infantry eventually, and she'll get a discount on that. And yeah, I mean, this is like lightning from the gods. This is pretty good, pretty strong units. I like it. We've got our actually heavy infantry unit with awesome guy who certainly should get a gun or something eventually. I just don't have the resources. It's going to be Centurions, probably. And then we've got... Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this dude as a Sentinel. It was just a temporary upgrade, but I suppose with Bodyguard covering the leader, it makes it pretty hard to kill this unit. Like, that's 20% less damage, plus already good armor, and stacked it up with all this stuff. So it's another kind of defensive unit. And this time we went still Zweihander. I could think of champions there as well. Alright, we're almost through. Horsebow, I mean, I don't know if it's worth promoting these until we've got extra resources. They're just not much different. But having some cool artifacts will be nice as we get higher. And I know I spent a lot of time trading stuff around to get these. Like, that was, I think, what I spent most of my resources on. But yeah, we finally have a mostly all-cannon squad. I still think we don't have the tech for it, so yeah, we still don't have grape shot or rifled artillery. I think these are the next batch. I mean, there's not much left to do, but yeah, this is what we're going for soon. So it really is a pretty late game technology to have a cannon unit really impress, but I'm working on it. And there's not a lot of artifacts that help them, because I don't think skill... I mean, they might get more criticals, but most of their stats don't matter. They don't need... Like, there's magic defense for resistance. Strength doesn't, I don't think, do anything. Weapon strength is based on the unit, not the stats. So, skill might affect their accuracy and crit rate. Maybe. But other than that, I guess you could try to change them to, like, lightning affinity if you thought that would help. Or, you know, light for the leader, stuff like that. But, I get the feeling that their stats don't really matter, and most of the artifacts are similarly not incredibly valuable. At least movement is nice, and I gave them skill ups, which, you know, seemed like a good idea. I think the hit rate one might be better, just so we don't miss. I don't know how often cannon fire misses anyway, because it's like area of effect hits. But, you know, I've been trying to think of good ways to build cannon squads. I just haven't figured it all out. Our Blue Dragon squad is pretty strong, could use another front row, and obviously we need the promotions to fly, which would be awesome. And that's it, that's everybody. We still have some units in the backup. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with some of these mercenaries. I've been buying all the unique mercenaries, and I think she's the last one that doesn't have a squad. And then these are just... Well, we've got another dragon if we want more dragon units. Oh, I was going to mention this too, in terms of mercenaries and stuff. Most of these are just units that got split out. I think it was when we added, who was it? The healer here? No. It's in Diana's unit. I forgot her name already. We got a new unit with Eldelia, and I think she just came with a few extra characters, and I think they're just sitting here. I think that's where these units came from. But what I wanted to highlight is Garrison is actually one of the, maybe the best leadership trait, especially if you're playing it on harder difficulties or especially permadeath mode. I was testing it out a little bit, you know, on my side campaign more so. I think we might have an item for it even, which I have to decide who I give it to. Probably good to give it to, like, one of my already defensive units. But if I happen to have a scroll of Garrison, and I do have a couple actually, this is a really nice leader trait. It says like 50% more defense, so it's specifically good in castle walls, and you get extra defense. Or if you're like a light infantry unit that gets a lot of evasion in forests, for instance, it doubles the effect from that as well, I'm pretty sure. Or at least it... Maybe you don't get extra evade, but you take less damage. I think it works the best on walls, but I think it works pretty well in forests as well with light infantry. So anyway, I found this to make a pretty big effect on defensive survivability, or even just if you attack from a wall, you don't take much back. So, you know, when you're dealing with enemies that can one-shot your mages and stuff, like, you know, I've had a lot of units go down just to being sniped by magic users and cannons and guns. This is one of the ways to get around that. There's only a few leadership traits, and some of them, like, you know, Ice and Desert Warrior are very situational. It only works on either specific weather conditions or maps that have snow or desert. So, like, I'm not going to spend a ton of time. I know I'm already rambling a little bit. Classic Ankylo. But I think there's actually a couple missing leader traits, because Garrison is not actually in this one. And I haven't actually seen anyone with Silver Tongue the last 2 runs, the run I'm playing right now and my side run, I've never seen anyone with this. It's either super, super rare or missing. But Treasure Hunter is cool, but doesn't happen very often in my experience. These are very, very situational. And as much as I think early game, the, you know, types of captains, including Shock and Awe, which is also not on this list, and is definitely a skill trait I've seen, a skill tome we've seen. They seem really nice when you're building a group early on, but eventually this is just plus some leadership. And you can train your leadership up over time, and eventually you won't even need these. So eventually they have 0 value. They're better early on when you have low leadership. Anyway, I think Garrison is good always, and it might be the best of all of them over the long run. Although I'm still, you know, there's probably some missing, so it's hard to say. The rest of the traits are per unit. They don't apply to the whole squad, so they have different cost value. Anyway, let's go. 20 minutes of recap. We gotta go liberate somebody. I forget the story, but yeah. We got the Empire on the defensive. It seems they are pulling out their elite forces. Local army looks weak. Our biggest enemy is the weather. Oh, yeah, so if you bring cannons and the weather goes bad and you don't have the tech, that sucks. Notorious for flash storms coming from the seas. I'm pretty sure our technology is more advanced than it's expected for this point in the game. Like, I think we're a higher tech rank because we've been doing a lot of captures and arenas and stuff. But I don't think you're supposed to have the weather tech yet unless you really focus guns early. We're still at the mid to late game where, you know, we're not assumed to have everything just yet. By the way, Tide Reavers. Those blokes just don't know when to quit. We best worry about them, friend. The last thing we want is them nipping on our heels. If memory serves me right, that's their main hideout. The main hideout? Well, send a detachment. Destroy them all. The main group will push east to the port city of Crestmore. Alright, we got a pretty big deployment. Let's see. First off, information. Don't die. Bonus objective. Kill Tide Reavers and defeated in 10 turns. Or 9 turns for an S rank. This is more for S. This is more for bonus tech points. Although they both technically. But 9 is our actual target. Okay. So I see a bazaar. Also important to go shopping. We got to seize everything. Got some more horses and resources. Secret treasure chest. Well, secret. This is probably something we want to send a flying unit to get rather than go all the way around, but we'll see. Other than that, so archers and light infantry to the west, and a lot of cavalry and heavy infantry to the south and east. Alright. Got kind of a choke point here. Fort. Alright, how many units do we have? 8, 16... We got 19 units, so there's a few that don't get to come. I forget what level everyone's at. Oh, well. So I'm tempted to send, like, my flyer up. I've only got 1, but we could send Abigail right away. 2 turns to get here. Start cleaning these guys up. That way, the people I deploy along this wall can go, well, it's a lot of back attacks, right? Which has been problematic for us. That's a lot of assassins. Yeah. Well, let's see who we've got with strong back rows. Nobody. Technically, Barnabas has Valkyries on the back. They're pretty tanky. Azeros is okay. Jay Steen is another one that's, you know, Valkyries on the back. Awesome Guy. Yeah, okay, so Awesome Guy for sure. Actually, let's put my light infantry that can technically get the ambush off if I want. Awesome Guy and Barnabas. So that's 3 kind of anti-ambushers. Sword of Narima. Anybody else looks good for ambushes? I guess, yeah, Lord Karnth. Definitely not cannons. Definitely not all mages. Technically Beatrix with her temporal modulator, but that only works 3 times, so we gotta be careful with that one, but... Okay, I think that's probably enough for the left side, although I could throw in some archers or something. For pushing south, I'm not as worried. I would like to be able to kill, like, these 3 units on turn 1, and then just deal with anything else, so... Let's throw in some offense. I'd like to try out Stefan. Okay, I want... Lysandra gives everyone a boost by being on the map. So that's definitely an advantage. I know. But he said the weather's bad. So I'm not sure if all cannons is a good idea. Let's put down some of our good units like Diana. We'll bring Jules. Sybil's been recently promoted a little bit. Raskuja's a little bit weak. Better in rough terrain and at night, I suppose. Narima and Raskuja both need a little bit of work, I think. I'll save cannons for the not bad weather map. 2 more. I guess we get to bring most people. I think we skipped Narima and Raskuja for this map. Skip the cannons. That leaves lightning mages or dragon god. We'll bring the lightning mages. If it is a lightning storm, they actually might get bonus damage. I actually don't know for sure if that works, but it should. All right, let's get started here. I've got a bit of a plan, at least. So, do we think we could just bravely put Awesome Guy right here and survive? Or put him here with a cautious attack, put him on defense mode? They can't ambush him. We could probably try to finish them off with Jay Steen and have him canto back. I think if I put someone here, they get attacked twice, which is a little bit more dangerous than putting them on the bridge, where they just get attacked once. Maybe I try to cover the south side first and then figure it out. So we probably want to lure this group up next turn, but maybe not this group if we can stop that. Give them till turn 3 to move up. So just a lot of front row attacks, basically. Certainly Lysandra should be able to take a couple hits from these, or at least some.
I can do this.
I'm pretty sure we're just going to send Abigail to go shopping. I'm pretty sure she's a very high level because she kills everything, so she doesn't even need the XP. These are champions. Yeah, they're pretty dang tanky up front. 89 armor. Against sword units that don't do any armor piercing, I think there's like very little to worry about. Oh, these are bow attacks. I see. It's ranged. Okay, we'll start with this one. I'll even go cautious just because I haven't played in a while, so let's just be careful. I'm pretty sure cautious still means we kill them. Oh, dang it! I forgot to turn on animations. But yeah. Next time I'll I'll show you the killing blow. Whoops. I always forget. Okay. That does not quite in range of the cav. So standing in this tile is not quite as bad, but it probably will start pulling them over. Like, I could have Jules shoot at range 3 and then shuffle him so he's not actually in range of this one guy.
Awaiting your orders.
I think we send Lysander, because that was always the plan. We'll keep him uncautious as well. A volley of gunfire. I don't know if we'll actually wipe this unit out, but it should be okay. Oh, the guns did trash, honestly. That was not very impressive. Wow. Alright, Lysander. I guess he really is very much defensive only right now. Okay. Not impressed. What else could we do? If I do that, I can cancel 2 squares. We still have to block that tile. Could just try to kill him right now. I feel like charging in there is still a bit much. I don't know. I don't know about that. Technically, you can charge and then get out. The problem is mostly just that they've got spears, right? If I kill this guy, maybe we could wipe out.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Okay, well,
Strong, everyone.
I'm pretty sure someone's gonna... The plan here is to shuffle Jules back so he's not in range. So I can go aggressive and hopefully, you know, mostly mess this squad up. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty well messed up. I mean, maybe I should just try to finish that one off, but oh well. Ah, Stefan.
I love this part.
Could get into rough cover. These guys will be able to attack you if you're there. Well, I want to find out if these samurai are any good, so let's practice. Technically, we get an ambush. I set that up correctly. And we'll be on cautious mode, so, I mean, hey, we've got to find out if this build will work. It's not doing as much damage as I was hoping. But, these were heavy infantry. We're probably... It's probably built to kill, like, not heavy infantry, because none of our weapons are very high power armor piercing here. So we're fighting against, you know, heavy... Even tier 2 heavy infantry is still pretty good armor. Okay, anyway, that squad's toast. This one's almost toast. We're trying not to lure out the cav. I mean, how much do I care? What if it was like Sybil that the cav charged at? Would that...
They'll notice this one for sure.
I mean, she's pretty tanky. And plus the spearman bonus. And they're just going to shoot arrows at her. I always play a little bit too aggressively and rush. Like, we've got 9 turns and I try to beat it in like 2 turns. I don't need to do that. So I'm thinking Jaramir's going to kill off 1 and then Kanto back a little bit.
A paladin never surrenders.
Maybe we can just... No, we're not going to kill it with a ranged attack. Not with 2 archers.
Ready for the
I
full victory.
definitely am going to want to... I want to show off Beatrix here, probably. See if she can do what I think she can.
I'm just getting started.
Ankylas.
Donar be with us.
Okay, let's have Jeremy
Must be done.
try to kill this group. We'll even do aggressive and move them out of the way. They're fearful. We actually might. Should we try? Sure. Nice. Bit of a gamble. And then we get out of the way. Okay. That unit's practically dead.
Repent before the righteous.
We do this. Good, I didn't forget about Jules. I don't really care if they attack Rosalie. I don't think. I think she'll be fine. And then this guy, maybe Sybil.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Because Sybil's not going to go left, I don't think. This just gives us a little bit more manpower on this front. Level ups. Alright, so I'd say that went pretty well. So now we need to be careful. A lot of these are archers, so they're going to take ranged attacks, but the worst part is probably the assassins. So I'm thinking, like, I'm pretty sure I want Awesome Guy there. They do not have, you know, spearmen.
You got a plan?
I think the cavalry will make really good charges here, so I'm gonna be aggressive. We might just wipe this whole unit out, honestly. Maybe not quite, but basically. That's not great, but we can get out of the way. They're gonna be able to... Well... Yeah, I might have a Dragoon go down to ranged attack.
School is in session.
I don't think that's worth it. I think we want Barnabas to go south. This guy's almost certainly going to get killed. Well, I could use someone to heal. Would that be smarter? I think I want the guy up front to be on cautious, though. I think it's more important for Awesome Guy to be in caution mode. Just to get that extra, like, 35% defense.
The time to act is now.
I got all that.
Could just move up and heal. Okay, so the plan on the south was to attack and then Canto back. And then maybe have Beatrix
You
block.
make this too easy.
I do also have a teleport already. I might actually use it here just to save a turn. Greedy Ankylo. I don't need it to win. I could get J-Steen on the way, but we can shop after a teleport, right?
I must be brave.
So good. Let's see what we get. General Bison, Archer Captain. Okay, well, he's a unique, so we gotta buy him. Cool. Bad leadership. But, you know, unique. There should be a dragon. There's always a dragon. And anybody else worth purchasing? No more uniques. I mean, a free quote-unquote gun unit you don't have to pay resources for. You do have to pay resources if you switch their class. So, like, if you go from Ice Mage to Fire Mage, you do have to pay some resources to switch them into Fire Mage. It's kind of unfortunate. Probably nothing worth it. We got lots of unique items. I don't know if I've ever seen it go to the second page. That's possibly new for me, too. But these are great. I think this is the first time we've seen these. Yeah, double drop rate. Beautiful. More damage on defense. Seems okay. Sunstone, good. I'm kind of tired of these spell books, honestly. Excaliburs are good. 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 Not great. Whatever. Just tapping the enter button. I'll buy it because we have the money. And I can sell... I probably have 1 million codices. I've got a few codices from my arena time. So we've got more money if I need it anyway. Okay. Good. Happy with that. And that means next turn we can start using her to charge over here. I think that's a pretty efficient teleport. So... I wish Lord Karnath here could heal. That would have been really nice. Maybe Barnabas will just heal and then guard the south? Do you think... Are we sure? I'm not sure if Beatrix will be able to do what I want her to do, but... It'll be funny anyway, right? We actually get a charge, but I don't want to do a up-close charge, because I need to be able to move back. They do get light cavalry. I know get quite a big evasion bonus when they're attacking, so I don't probably use that as often as I could either.
For the barbecue.
You got a plan?
But then you should.
Do you know who I am?
I think
School is in session.
I'm gonna do it a little different than my original plan here. I'm gonna use Barnabas here. Well, okay, if I do that, we might kill that unit. He can move to here. Beatrix can move to here and heal. And if someone attacks Jaystine from the south, I'm not really worried anyway. He's pretty strong against assassins anyway. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this plan. Slight change of plan. Because, I can't put Beatrix on caution mode or anything. We got a couple heals off the Valkyries. Very nice. Alright, I think Barnabas will be fine.
You make this too easy.
I do think getting a heal off here is probably worth it, though, just to avoid a death. And then, yeah, that leaves us 2 more units. I think we send Blue south, because he can provide more support bonuses. Wherever he will be needed. Or she will be needed. Thanks.
For
I
my
guess
people,
we'll capture
for
this
my homeland.
while we're doing things.
I must stay strong.
I think we're getting loyalty on this new warlord dude. So that's good. And yeah, I'll send the other dragons up this way in case we need a little bit more push to the castle. Okay. Pretty good turn. Not quite enough kills to get a meteor. We could have maybe, like, if we killed one more unit or something, we might have got the meteor. It's pretty close. And that would have been nice to drop over here, or maybe over, like, on one of these groups. Good night. Alright, so we expect these guys to come up. Here it comes. We're charging up the lasers. It's so good. Oh, just salt on the wound. Just extra kill at the end there. Now, we don't get the lasers here, but... it's the balance squad. It's probably not quite as strong. Oh, what a terrible targeting! Oh, we could have killed the front and the back row. Instead, they waste their time AoEing down one healer. That's brutal. I have a harder time with fire mages. I find they do that a lot more. The lightning mages just seem to target better. Seems like they hit more, right? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but... alright, we didn't get the full sweep, but that's fine. Good unit. lightning mages, pretty fun. And they're getting a lot of work here. Ooh, dodging. I don't know, it's not the best DPS, but it's just feels good, you know? Against large enemy groups, dragons and lightning mages just tear them up. And so will they with cannons once we get to them. Yeah, this is great. Wasting their attacks on something like this, no problem. It's even better because we can counter this time. And this means they've blocked up the road. They can't even do an ambush on my unit. That was a mistake, them putting a crossbow unit in the squad, because then it gives them the inclination to do that boring attack when they could have done something good. Same thing here, yeah. This one unit made the squad way weaker. They could have attacked and done some pretty good damage, but instead they just focused on the back row. And we've got a couple healers, so, you know, you're not winning this. Not with tiny damage. Interesting. They really don't like Jay Steen. Must have insulted them when he charged in. Alright, well that worked out. I didn't plan them to do that dumb AI manipulation, but I'll certainly take it. They did not do a single assassin direct attack, right? They all did ranged. And I even got the bonus heal. Cool. Okay, well let's use our powers right off the bat. This might be the first time we've used terror. So we could basically 3x3 drop morale. 5 units is a lot. That's probably as good as we can do, although you might be like, get the guys on the walls or something. That's useful. But I think 5 is pretty worth it. So everyone that got hit by that dropped a tier from good to fair, or fair to, well, whatever, to shattered. So that just means they do less damage, and if we want to capture them, it's a bit easier. But it's not like super powerful, but might as well use it when it charges up, basically. And then meteors. Could chip these guys down a bit. I don't think I'm nearly as worried about this group as I thought I needed to be. Yeah, we're not taking any damage at all. Let's bring down these cavalry units, because it's just Abigail up here, so this will make it a bit safer. And it's always 25% damage with meteor. Oh, did I misclick? Oh, he's in a, I couldn't even see it. He's in a fort, so I mistargeted. Should have targeted this guy and hit those 3. I guess you can't take meteor damage if you're in a fort. I couldn't quite see it. My bad. Alright, well, let's see here. Next turn, we want to draw these guys up. So we want to leave someone in their range. And they all got horse archers. So Rosalie needs to get some healing in here. So what we could do is 1, 2, 3. Theoretically, move her like over here. We should probably get some captures at this point.
Where am I needed?
Who do we want to use to lure them? Maybe you don't want them to get a shot. Like, they do a little bit of extra. Technically, this is minor optimizing. But they do more damage shooting from a mountain. So we'd rather lure them kind of around here. This is 3 tiles away, so we'll be able to get the natural healing. We could have gone for a capture, but I wanted to do a bit of healing. And then
They'll notice this
Sybil,
one for sure.
we can do a surrender here, maybe. Maybe it would have been nice to get more healing as well, but whatever. I think it's fine. Okay, so then we just need one more unit to draw them over, and then the rest can help clean stuff up to the left. So... I'm gonna use Stefan.
Didn't see this one coming.
He'll be beside his bond, so you'll get like tons of morale at least by being next to Diana, so that should probably save him. I don't think there's too much to worry about. Now we're gonna move. Oh, I've got abilities. We should try to get some value out of those. I probably want to use refresh up here because there's a lot of enemy units and only 4 squads. Maybe we sort of ignore the archers a little bit and try to clean up the big assassin units. I think we can do it. I think it's okay to go aggressive here. Gives us a more guarantee of a sweep. We might not have needed the aggressive, but I just wanted to make sure it was clear so we can move again. Similarly, right, like, I haven't really showed this off. We haven't used Beatrix very often, so... yeah. That's about right. She,
Ready for the barbecue.
what I should try to do is buy her some magic up items that you can eat. Just like see if I can get her magic up to like 100 or 120 or something. I think I might have given her arcane speed at some point because she has a lot of magic, so you might as well take advantage of that with some traits. And more skill means more hit rate and crit and stuff, and she's already doing a ton of damage, so stack it up. So, Jacene is still the lowest threat rating, theoretically. Maybe we can bank on that. Oh. Sometimes that AoE Zweihander just feels real good. That was a good turn. I mean, I like the champions with the double attack and the extra armor, but yeah, Zweihanders are good. Alright, this is looking pretty sweepy. This unit doesn't even count. That leaves them 2 left, plus well, 3 left, I guess. If we kill this, we can refresh and kill like 1 more. That leaves them 2 full power, mostly archers, and a basically dead unit. It's also possible that somebody from down here can kill another one, so let's see what happens down here. Well, I want to use my ability. I can actually almost certainly get to an Exemplar. So I can probably throw that on someone up here, and then they'll just shoot arrows at whoever I put Exemplar on. And that will make it a little bit safer, too. I'm just gonna spend it right now. I'll decide who she attacks later, but now we can start charging it up again, basically. I think
Time to end this.
we're gonna use Jules to attack. I'm gonna attack Herman with Jules because I'm hoping he can sweep this injured unit. Like if he can full kill it, then that gives me more flexibility to like move blue in, attack, and stuff without having to waste these guys' turns.
How can I help, my lord?
I don't know if this will be enough, but maybe. Yeah. Alright, I think that was a good call. Okay, and that gives us room to maneuver.
The army is ready.
We could send Lysander. I wasn't really impressed with his offense ability last turn, so maybe not.
before me.
Command me.
I think we go Jeremir, and then he can get out of the way. I'm not sure if this will be a charge, but not quite a charge. That's okay. Light units versus cavalry, still no big deal. These promoted knights are definitely getting some nice value too. And then I think I'll actually move him up this way. It means this guy will be flanked when we attack him. I've got another teleport. Oh right, I was gonna think about where I was moving Abigail as well. I don't think she's really afraid of these guys, like at all. They're all, none of them are light in units, so they can't do any ambushes. I think I try to move her to here basically, so she moves over. They might attack her. She can capture and then also get healed there if she needs to. Actually, that's a good use for this again. She's getting all the teleports. Oh, I don't know if that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't quite do it. I don't think.
My friends are counting on me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, she needs 2 more. Dang, that would have been really cool if she could have made it there on 1 turn. We could move someone. I wonder if it would be better to just have Stefan, like, in the mountain. 1, 2, 3. He'd be out of range of... Well, he could go to this mountain. We want to lure these guys anyway. He'll give them better defense. Yeah, sure. Well, one more thing. I don't need any teleports up there. Yeah, this is fine. This is just a minor difference. Maybe I could have moved Stefan here anyway, and that would have been smarter. Still just going to give them 1 attack, but... You know what? I'm not. If anybody wants to attack him, they'll probably do a lot of ranged attacks anyway. He's got spears up front. If they charge him, it doesn't really work. If they do ranged attacks, he actually gets 4 shots back with the spearman, or with the samurai, whatever they're called. So it gives us another chance to see how that works. Plus, he's on the mountain, so maybe.
Battle formations.
All right, and the question is, can this do enough to kill a unit? I doubt it. Yeah, it's tanky, but... Well, one day we'll get the technology and the guns will look a little better. Trust me. Alright, more meteors. We don't need it up there. I don't think we need it here. We'll just make Abigail's life a little bit easier. Alright, then...
Act is now.
Probably could have used Ankylas and wiped it out, but... Oh well. Oh, because it's not dead, we're paying a zone of control penalty to move by.
Ready.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, that was a mistake then. I definitely needed to kill Edmund so that my cav can get up there and do what I was otherwise planning. Would it be worth, like, Jastein finishing him?
You got a plan?
I guess it depends on if Barnabas and Terry... Like, 1 attack here to get 2 more attacks up would be worth it, if that's possible. I'm not sure if that'll work, but we'll test it out. Yeah, I would say the attack on this guy was a mistake, the way I did it with Lysander. Alright, that's not great.
School is in session.
That's even worse. So yeah, that didn't... Yeah, that was not really successful. This will probably just miss or something. You know what? Actually, that was great. Never let me say you're gonna miss. That was very effective.
Master Sergeant awaiting orders.
But that won't work. So basically, we just traded Jaystine killing something up here for Tariq killing something. And it sort of works out, but yeah. It would have been better if we'd killed this guy with blue. We have another terror. Might as well use it. Yeah, you know, these guys are all going to be attacking Safan. Let's give them a little bit weaker morale, sure. Alright.
Do you know who I am?
Cautious it is. She's up front now. Get meteored, son. Not even a sweep. The thing is, she doesn't care about that. She gets another chance. You know, there's another trait that I should consider putting on her.
You make this too easy.
Instead of arcane speed or arcane vigor, I should maybe consider throwing on the executioner trait so that if there's any enemy with less than 25 HP, 25% HP, she's got a chance to do another attack because it's. I'm pretty sure that stacks with Sin Credo, so that would be pretty good. All right, now they're gonna theoretically try to attack Tariq, I guess, but we don't really want them. Well, we don't want them to assassin him with Isaac, basically. So, because there's enough tiles to do ranged attacks, I think if I Exemplar Awesome Guy, they'll have to shoot him. That's the rule with that ability. Except for Barad, which will move up and shoot here. That should be fine. And he'll take half damage. I could put it on Beatrix. I don't know if this guy will attack her with the assassins, though. I'll put it on Beatrix. All right, let's do this then.
For my people, for my homeland.
Don't need to heal. Thanks. Always get the extra move.
Plan.
Oh, double heals, nice. Valkyries are great, love them. And yeah, Abigail. Let's see how they do. If they're tough, we can technically pull back. I think we'll probably just slaughter them, but we'll see. That's everybody except Blue, who I don't want to move anymore anyway. Alright. I think we're doing pretty good pace. Maybe we should have drew the cavalry up last turn, but that should be. Okay, we're testing this theory out, remember. So far, did not take very much damage. And it is, you know, spears versus horses, so. No Exemplar. We're in the mountains. So that looked good. Oh, this guy's got the range 3, yeah. Oh, but so do we. Awesome. Yeah, I think this is one of the reasons I wanted to do this, because we get the 4 shots on counter. Yeah, I think the mountain might have been the right choice, because they're going to try... But they only do a little bit of damage, and we get... Well... We win overall, I say. Pretty good dodges. Yeah, okay. Pretty... So far, thumbs up for Samurai Light Infantry. There's a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage. I mean, you know, Dragons are a little bit OP. Ooh, some of them splitting. Honestly, that's good for Abigail. Now, unfortunately, even with Modulator, we can't do range. You'd think Abigail could do, or not Abigail, sorry, Beatrix could do ranged meteors, but she can't. So we'll just speed through these. It would be better if they did direct, because she would kill them before they could fire, but I wasn't quite sure how the AI would handle it. Because I think if they'd all moved up to here and attacked her, she would just meteor storm them before they could move, which, I mean, would have been bad for them, but...
I must not fail.
Alright, like this guy's... no chance.
I must be brave.
Let's wipe these guys out with some dragons. I mean, there's no chance. It's just bad targeting, guys. It's just bad targeting. Alright, so... 2 units, and then we gotta leave someone to kill. I guess, to be honest, I didn't really check this boss. That's a lot of dark mages. Gotta be a little bit careful with that. Maybe we send Tariq up that way next turn, because he can probably chew through them at range in a turn or two. Yeah, I think I've got a plan here. There's not enough enemies left to cause too much trouble. Okay, maybe I like Zweihanders more than I like champions. Just the whole column sweep.
Dinner time.
Here, a little bit more fun with Beatrix. And aggressive means you're definitely dead, right? Almost 200 damage to the whole group? Yeah. Ooh, excellent. Okay. Done. Garbage item, but no problem. We got meteors again. We should definitely be using our powers. Most of these guys are trashed. I guess I'd rather hit that guy. Oh, we can do backup strats.
My friends are
Oh,
counting.
dang it. You can't. You have to teleport first and then seize. Oops. I knew that. I totally knew that. We had that problem before. Oh, well. So this side's done. You know, Tariq can capture, and we can send someone else to go get that. Let's see. So the rest of these guys are just gonna move over to
What's our next tactic?
catch up. These units, one can be surrendered. Let's.
We will always find a way.
Sure. I love having range 4 when you're on a mountain. Oh, it's so nice. Such a huge range on these games. Beautiful. My biggest complaint in Fire Emblem Shining Force style games is archers only having range 2. They just suck. Range 3 is good. Range 4, though, feels real nice. Throw in some terror. Got another blessing here, too. 1, 2, 3. Or try to get towards that chest quicker. We got lots of time. Let's see how this... Nah. It might take a couple rounds to kill the dark mages, so... Let's start shooting this turn. Yeah, we didn't really target the back row very well. I think running into that group would be a little bit dangerous. Beatrix maybe can do it next turn. There's always Beatrix. Okay, those guys are shattered. Shaken, not stirred. Yeah, they're... That terrorize... That'll be the end of them. Alright, let's... Oh, wait. I guess if she can get to the fort, might as well take it. Didn't get the surrender. Oh, no! What do you mean we didn't get the surrender? Looks like they all surrendered to me. Hey, that's pretty good. What a fun game. Okay, maybe Stefan does an ambush on that guy.
I must stay strong.
Anki Lass hasn't really done too much this battle, so let's get her some action. The Aura Reef Cloak is pretty good for magic users.
A paladin never surrenders.
I'm just getting started.
I love this part.
This guy's going to be able to attack. Unless I attack him with Stefan. And then that opens up a counter from Gregory. No, I think we let them come to us. The one last guy. Take another batch of surrenders. And...
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Might as well just be defensive. Let's just get us healed. All the goodies.
School is in session. Master Sergeant awaiting orders.
Sure. Probably could have done that something a little bit better with him there. Lysander can start moving. Jeremy can... Yeah, we'll have way more units over here than we need at this point. I feel like we've got this map in the bag. Hard mode, smart mode. Is that a word? No. Alright, this should be, yeah, that'll be fine. Don't need to overcommit to the west, just needed a few units to handle the assassins. Let's speed this up a little bit, because there's not much left to do. Little bit dicey here, but I was on surrender mode, so I didn't put him on caution. But that might be bad, because maybe that'll open up a slot for the next cavalry to attack. Yeah. Might be bad. This is fine. Okay, this guy did... Why did this unit not attack Stefan? Huh. These guys are still doing pretty well. Why did my spears do so poorly? I guess they're just light cavalry have good dodge or deflect. Interesting. I guess Sybil was lower threat, so the guy up there charged Stefan because maybe that's the only unit he could attack, and then this one went for Sybil, like, even though they could have maybe killed Stefan's front row. AI, maybe not always the smartest. See if we can pop at least one of the guys in the back here. Yes, yes. Alright, that's one boss unit basically cleared. Nothing to worry about now. I will have you seize this next turn. And I will have Beatrix
Ready for the barbecue.
do what she does best. Probably didn't need to attack even with the... Yeah, I mean... I would really like Lord Karnth to actually capture, because he needs, hold on. No, I'll do it next turn. He can keep getting more leadership points because I want him to get his 3rd unit, or his 6th unit, I guess, but 3rd front row unit. Abigail needs to seize. Seize, please. And I think the slowest part here is going to be getting to this treasure chest, so I could also, like, move Barnabas and then teleport him over.
I ain't got all day.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I go to here, I can just teleport him over. We're not in a huge rush, but it probably saves me a couple turns. Don't forget the stables. I forget them every now and then, too.
Stay strong, everyone.
We definitely want Jules in position to start chipping away the boss next turn if we need to help. What, by the way, how's the boss looking? Guns. So yeah, you know, bows work pretty good against guns. Well, they got a couple healers, but we'll see. Couple wall archers. We could.
Oh, sorry. Did you need something?
It would be an ambush, but we wouldn't. You can attack from there. I don't know if Stefan does amazingly with that ambush. Actually, I'm not even 100% sure it's an ambush. Not actually an ambush. I guess when you're on the wall, you can't get ambushed. I guess that's fair. Let's go cautious. It's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have. Never be cautious. Attacking up the walls is definitely a little bit dangerous, but mages, they get the job done. I also could have teleported someone onto the wall. That might have been smarter use of that teleport.
They'll notice this one for sure.
I love this part.
Can't quite make it up there.
Donna, give me strength.
I mean, yeah, we'll be fine.
I'm just getting started.
Archer's going to attack someone, but we should be okay.
Donar be with us.
Getting real thirsty here.
It must be done.
We get a lot of healing done with these Valkyrie squads. I like this. Alright. I mean, they'll probably attack Rosalie, and maybe they'll get lucky and kill one of my lightning sorcerers, which would make me annoyed, but I think it's not too risky. They also might just, like, attack Barnabas over here. Well, who's got the lowest threat? Let's see. Theoretically, they're attacking Sybil. We'll see if that's what they do, though. Don't forget the horses. Don't forget the horses. Okay, they did follow the rule. It's good when they obey the rules. So I think we can probably win on turn 5 here without too much trouble.
You got a plan?
With getting everything. Also, don't forget the level up. Okay, Lysandra, who's terrible on offense. We'll get some horses. Now, can we win right now?
Time to end this.
Especially if we get some gunners killed, this will make it a lot easier. Killing the healer, not bad either. Again, Beatrix probably trivializes these sorts of assaults if you've trained her up a bit. Meteors won't affect the boss. Should affect walls. Yeah. Doesn't affect forts, doesn't affect castles, but does affect walls.
Oh, sorry. Did you need something? Bet you didn't see
No.
this one coming.
It's another ranged attack that gets 4 shots. Probably worth it. Probably. Maybe.
The time to act is now.
We might not have this turn. We have to wait one more turn. We'll see. I don't know if you can terrorize bosses. Yep. Okay, that helps. Wasn't sure if that worked. So I suppose we want to do maybe a couple charge attacks so that we can attack and then move. But they do have a lot of, like, pretty strong front row, plus all the guns. But shaken means low damage. Or we could just try Rosalie to just wipe him out with lightning. Okay, I think the smart play is like cautious attack with both cavalry and then finish with Rosalie, but caution only ever gets you so far. They're just so good, man. All right, that. It's my favorite squad. Is it my favorite? I don't know. They're all equally my favorites, except especially you. So let's that's it. We win, right? I didn't forget anything. Got the horses, right? Stables are blue. Got that. Got the treasure. Got the bazaar. Got this. Yeah. There you go. Turn 4, I guess. Turn 5, I guess. Let's give it to, technically, Jaystine is missing 2 units, so he needs the leadership the most. And some loyalty. Ah, well, that was a fun little mission. Not too bad. Lots of surrenders, no unit deaths. I feel like I played it pretty well. I took a little break. My lip's a little sore, but still got game. Crestmoor Town Square that evening. You're conflicted. I can smell you. I mean, smell it on you. I ask you to consider what we're doing. And to keep this Beatrix on a short leash. Hey man, she's really good at killing enemy leaders. She killed all those Tide Reavers that we hate. I hear you. Beatrix just falls into our lives, and now we're chasing legends. We know so little about these divine weapons. Oh yeah, I forgot to equip the one we did a side quest for. You should give it to someone. You've seen Beatrix's magic. That's a lot of power. Aren't you at least curious? I'm always curious, but this is reckless. You must at least give me time to interpret the Historia Magnus. I believe I'm starting to make sense of it. Sure. Only you could something, of course, read it. Sometimes I can't put thoughts into words. My experience with death and rebirth... It seems beyond the realm of words to describe. Yep, same with this draw to the Divine Shrines. Lysander, I felt something familiar in the shrine on Mount Karnak. It's like I've been living a lie until that moment. How can one resist the long-awaited truth? Could you? Ah, Inky lass, I swore to be your right hand, and a proper right hand does not let his leader go unprepared. I just ask you keep your eyes open. There's something going on that I do not like. We are about to pursue the shrine at Grey Wind Mountain. Let's hope we find the answers there. Oh, Lysander, quit being such a worrywart. Greywind Peak lies before Ankylas's army, as do the competitors to the Nephilim Shrine. The Nephilim army is prepared to meet fierce resistance from the Imperial garrison. As Ankylas considers that they seem to defend the Divine Shrine more strongly than cities, it becomes plausible that the Nephilim prophecy is going to have serious consequences for the world. Alright, so it's just been a bit of a long episode. I think we will probably save a conversation for next time. We should definitely do the tech, though. 12 points is probably not enough. 1, 3, 5, 8, 11. But I would not be able to get the tech that I want. So I'm going to have to wait till one more level, unfortunately, which is probably the last level. So yeah, I probably could have invested smarter and got Industrial Furnace earlier, and I would have had a much better time promoting. But I could take plus 10 cap for everyone. Or I could just get all the, tier not ultimate tech caught up. Now, Grape Shot would certainly make the cannons do more damage. Rangers and my one crossbowman would do a little bit better. Our light infantry would get a bit more armor. Not like it makes a huge difference. And then no longer need to worry about weather effect. That's okay. But that's fine. That's 10 armor for some units. But yeah, I'm pretty sure one more tech rank is the last one, and this is where all the good stuff is. So next time, 4, 8, 12, 16. Well, we need 15 points on the next one. I think that's probably just one more rank up. I think we're 4 stars and 5 stars. It's blue and golden. That's probably the last one. So next time we tech up, we will get a huge upgrade. All of our resources for iron and obsidian will be way cheaper. Gunners and dragoons are going to be twice as strong, which is actually kind of broken. Squads will be bigger, and our cannons will have range 3, which is, in combination with more damage, and yeah, that's pretty good, right? Let's check the market. Everyone loves the market. No unique units. Soldier Captain, but Archer Captain. If you're earlier on, these guys were good. At this point in the game, I don't think they have enough leadership to really be worth it as leaders. So you're probably picking these guys more like, I want a Dragoon to save resources or something, right? And then trying to pay for the capacity cost with good high leadership late game units. Bloodstaff, hey, that's fun. Yeah, it's pretty good for a magic unit. Maybe Beatrix, you never know. Obsidian Armor, Smite. I don't actually think this is very good because most of these units aren't very strong. So you don't really need 50% more damage to kill them, because they're already pretty easy to kill. Beacon's nice. It's nice. And that's that. So I've still got some money. We're not doing too bad on that. And then for the army, yeah, I've got some more resources. I'll try to figure out who I upgrade. Just, pretty much everyone should be around their rank 3 promotions at this point. Maybe I can squeeze together enough to... How much do I need here? We need 6. These turn into 2 each, so I could upgrade. I probably should make this a flying unit, because flying is so strong. So I'll transfer horses to gems and sunstones to obsidian and get those guys flying, probably, for the next episode. And then other upgrades might include... Warbows are just so dang expensive on iron. I can get iron. I can get some iron, but yeah, they're pretty expensive. Other than that, what are we looking at? That's why I didn't upgrade them all. I might be able to get this guy into a gunner. Probably could do that if I want. Still need to actually get these guys trained up a bit more. It would be nice to get Centurions or something. I'll probably upgrade these. I'll think about it a little bit more, but Might be nice to get Awesome Guy promoted to something too. Yeah, okay, that's my job to do. I know I've got some more artifacts to play around with as well. I have been trying to equip most of my legendary ones. Obviously, we picked up this Balmung, which is certainly a very powerful artifact. It might be better on, like, the dragon units, because it's magic plus strength. But it does give a lot of skill as well, so that's good for units that like skill. So it's just really strong. You lose some HP, but lots of other good stats. I'll probably try to put this on one of my archers or something. I actually was thinking about how to make the Skull of Rodain work. It's definitely cheese, but we could do, like, arena fights with one unit that was very strong, like, say, Abigail or maybe Beatrix or something. Throw this on them. They get... Their own morale goes way, way down. But everything they kill surrenders automatically. You don't have to use the surrender tactic. You can just kill them. So you can go cautious if you want, or aggressive. And it's pretty easy in my test games, especially the bronze arena, to just capture everything instantly. And there's like 30 to 40 units on a bronze map, and that's 30 to 40 tech points. So I think even just with our current arena tokens, especially if I convert like golds and stuff down to bronze, I'm pretty sure just by doing bronze a few times, we could get to the max tech right now. Now, I really think that's like getting abusable, and I don't think I want to use the Skull of Rodain as a general rule. It's bad at, like, it doesn't make any of your units better. It makes them worse. Pretty significantly. And the main advantage it gets you is capturing enemies, which is gold, but we don't need gold because we can sell codices if we want. And tech points. And we're almost done the tech tree, and getting this now would be great, but I already think we're getting a little bit early anyway, and I don't want to cheese it even more. So I think this is just going to sit here. It's really cool, but I think it's a little bit busted. But I'll try to get the other artifacts equipped, and I'll do some shuffling, I guess. Also, we got these. These are new. I'm not sure. Maybe put these on, like, someone with a treasure hunter trait that has increased drops, and then this is double. But it's probably much better early in the game when you don't already have a ton of artifacts. If you could get this as an early game drop and equip it nice and early, you get lots of value out of it, I think. That'd be good. Other than that, we got some blood staffs. Anything else new in here? Never really found a good time to equip the toolkits. Situational. I've got another Heart Seeker that I should put on my bows. Giving ambush you to, like, dragons would be great. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this one a little bit too. Like, who gets the most value out of this? Probably flying dragons, to be honest. So, like, that'd be good. Let's see, what else is there? Then we're kind of getting into normal items. There's still some that we just never got to drop, so I'm pretty sure there's like a cricket or something that increases the chance of being targeted by enemies, but we just never found one. This is, like, we only got one arquebus. This is really strong if you're on the wall as well for defense units. Like that Chapter 12 map, that would be pretty good. Anything else sneaking in here that I haven't talked about? Lots of ore. Wow, we got tons of these. Don't even need to buy those anymore. I think obsidian edges are kind of interesting. They might be good on your boss killers. Like, again, on a Beatrix, you could probably squeeze this in. Or anybody that you want to kill bosses with. Spoiler alert, there's probably more bosses to come. The rings are pretty weak. The advantage for the rings is just a small bonus with no capacity at this point. Anything else interesting? I do like these war pikes, the extra damage to cavalry. Sometimes enemy cavalry charges are pretty deadly, and this is a nice way to counter it for 0 capacity. But yeah. Alright, that's my review. Do your homework, and I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Symphony of War. We're getting pretty close to the end. There's not too many maps left. I don't know if it goes to chapter 30, but you know, we're getting there. We're done the big Gaiden chapter barrage anyway, so that's all for now. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll come back with some army organization complete, and I don't know if I need to do any arenaing, but probably not. And I'll see you next time for Grey Wind Peak. Have a great day.